Hey folks, welcome to another numeracy video. In this video, we're going to be looking at simplifying fractions. This is part 2 of this particular simplify fraction series. You can find the rest of the videos in the numeracy correct playlist, but without further ado, let's actually get started. Alright, so in the previous video, we were talking about these numbers appearing in the times table, and then you kind of can go, okay, yeah, 14 comes in 7 times table, but 26 unfortunately, it doesn't apart from just the 2 times table. So sometimes we won't actually get these numbers quite straightforward. So what you'll need to do is you kind of need to slowly break them down one step at a time. So with this 14 and 26, I know that both of these numbers are even numbers. So I am going to divide by 2 for both the numerator and the denominator. And when I do this, 14 divided by 2 is 7, 26 divided by 2 is 13. What I've got here is 2 prime numbers, and I know that I can't actually, well, apart from 1, you can't really divide those prime numbers by anything else. So 14 over 26 simplified is going to equal 7 over 13. Now let's go to question B here. So we've got 36 and 64. And again, 36 comes in the 6 times table, but 64 doesn't. So we've got to kind of have to break this down slowly one step at a time. So the first step we're going to do, noticing these numbers, they're both even numbers. So I'm going to divide by 2. And when I do this, 36 divided by 2 is 18. 64 divided by 2 is 32. Now, unfortunately, when I look at the 18 and 32, once again, they are still even numbers. So I could actually divide by a further 2. So I'm going to divide by 2 once again, 18 divided by 2 and 32 divided by 2. And when I do this, I actually end up with 9 and 16. Now, unfortunately, with 9 and 16, I can't really simplify any further because 9 is in the 3 times table and 16 is in the 4 times table. So it's not really going to work any further. So this is where we're going to stop. Let's have a look at question C. So with question C, 84 and 100. Now, if you are really quite sharp with your times table, you can kind of see that that can be divided by 4 on both the numerator and the denominator. But let's say, it's not going to work for you. What are you going to do? Check the numbers. They're both even. So we're going to divide by 2 and divide by 2. And when we do this, 84 divided by 2 is 42. 100 divided by 2 is 50. And once again, what we can do is look at those two numbers, and you can see that it's an even number. So I'm going to divide by 2 yet again. And when I do that, I am going to get 21 out of 25. Now, what I need you to understand is that not every time it's going to be divisible by 2. All right, so what I might do is I might just do one more example here. And that example is going to be 24 over 42. So if you look at 24 over 42, we can see that, okay, this is an even number. So what I could do is I could actually divide by 2 to start off with. When I do this, I'm actually going to get 12 over 42 divided by 2 is actually 21. And from here, I know that 12 and 21 actually comes in the 3 times table. So I'm going to actually divide by 3 on both of these for the numerator and the denominator. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So really, it's about knowing your times table and knowing what are some of your common factors that you can actually divide with. Now, one last thing, folks, is that if you have a graphics calculator or normal calculator, what you can do is with the calculator, and some of these calculators do this. So I'm just going to go into this menu here, and I'm going to type in this fraction. So I'm going to go 14 over 26. And what the calculator automatically does is it actually simplifies it for you. So that's the beauty of some of these calculators. Anytime you put any of these calculators in a fraction mode, it should automatically simplify it. So if you look at 84 over 100, I can just put that as 84 over 100. And as you can see, it gives me a fraction of 21 over 25. So folks, that is just a quick little intro into simplifying fractions, especially when those numbers are not so nice to work with. All right, folks, that is basically it for this video. As always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to keep up with the latest content. Now, there should be a couple of playlists popping up here and here. Great material for revision, and as always, thank you for watching.